everyone, it's me, Marty, and welcome to Martys Ramblingsp, and happy Monday. I am on the road again. I was home for the weekend, short weekend, after my wife went with me last week. It was wonderful to have her with, and we had a great weekend. Short little weekend, and now it's Monday morning, and I am in Eagan, Minnesota, and going to get unloaded in a little bit here, and then reloaded, going somewhere. I'm not sure yet, so I'm going to do a little video here, and just talk to you about how to become a truck driver. So I'm going to give you like 5 tips, kind of a little guide of getting started in trucking, and then a little bit of just advice and my thoughts, and also why it's a really good option for 2020. So here we go. Okay, so first of all, I want you to ask yourself 2 questions. One, why do you want to be a truck driver? You know, think about why, and think about if it'll be a good thing for you and for your family and for your future. Second question, what kind of truck driving do you want to do? Because there's all kinds of truck driving, you know, from local and over the road and all different kinds of trucks and different kinds of truck driving. So think about that too. So ask yourself those 2 questions before you even think about how to get into trucking. Okay, so the first step into becoming a truck driver is to go to truck driving school. Now, some people say, well, you can get into trucking without going to trucking school. And some people do that, and years ago it was maybe easier. You know, you kind of grew up on a farm and you're driving a truck around the farm, and then you kind of got grandfathered into a company or started your own company even, and all that kind of stuff. But nowadays you really need to go to trucking school. It's a good idea, and most companies, small and large, will want you to have the education of having gone through a CDL class and learning all the things about truck driving. So that's good to do. And there's all different schools around, and you know, could be anywhere from 1,000 to 5,000 for the course. And some of them last a few weeks, some last a few months. It kind of depends. So what you're looking for, how fast you want to get it done, where it is, how quickly, you know, all that kind of stuff. So find a trucking school and get into a good trucking school and do that. And you'll learn a lot, you know, a lot of book work and rules and laws, regulations, all that stuff. And then you'll be in a truck and hands-on learning to drive the truck and to pull a trailer and backing and all the different things about trucking, loading, unloading, all that different stuff you'll learn in trucking school. In reality, you'll learn a lot after you start driving, but it's good to have a basic knowledge, and you really need that. So first step is, to go to trucking school and get that done. Number 2, you know, get a job. I mean, look at different companies. You can look at small companies to large companies. I mean, there's thousands of companies around the country. There's approximately 2 million trucks on the road 24 hours a day. It's just crazy, all the stuff that gets moved around, and trucking's a big business, and it's a pretty secure career. It really is, and I'll talk about that a little bit too. But look at trucking companies. There's large companies, there's small companies. I'm going to give you my personal opinion, and this is only my personal opinion, but when I got out of trucking school in 2002, so I've been trucking for about 20 years off and on, you know, and I drove straight truck in the 90s too, so probably around 20 years, but I got my CDL in the fall of 2002. But right out of trucking school, I got into a big company, and that's what a lot of them try to help you get a job right away, right out of trucking school in a big company. And I did that. I'm not going to say the company, but they had like 7,000 trucks, and you know, big company. And I had some issues right away with the trainer, and he was having problems at home, and he was on the phone talking while we were driving and all this stuff, and then he just took off in the middle of a run, and I took that as a sign from God that I need to go home and try another one. So, and I got into a small company with like a dozen trucks. Super nice guy, and I worked there for a few years, and I've worked for a few different companies, but they've all been small because I like that. That's just my personal opinion. In general, any job, I like small companies. I just do. Because instead of just being a number, you're like family. Sorry, there's somebody coming walking toward me. I might have to pause this. I'm going to back into a door here and get unloaded. But anyway, my personal opinion, I like small companies. The big companies, yeah, they're secure, and money and power and all that stuff is good. But small companies are good too, and most small companies, you actually really, there's a lot of security there. They're always busy. If it's a good company, you're treated like family. You walk into the office and, the owner and manager is right there, and you can talk to him right away and shake his hand or her hand. And the people who work in the office, the secretary maybe, and the dispatchers, they're all family sometimes, they're friends. And you're treated like family, and there's a lot of flexibility. You can drive when you want a lot of times, and there's a lot of security, and you're treated like family in a small company. But that's just my opinion. Okay, sorry about that. I had to back up to a door so I can start getting unloaded. So yeah, number 2, find a good company, small or large. Again, my personal opinion, smaller is better, I think, because you're more like family. And, the company I drive for now, the guy has, 8 trucks maybe. And right now I'm getting older, I'm not old, but I'm starting to get there. So I don't want to be on the road all the time. And again, I'm trucking for now while I finish my degree to be a teacher. So I'm hoping I can transition into teaching. But so I only want to drive like every other week. So sometimes I take a long run, then I'm off a week, or I take a short run and I'm home every weekend or whatever. And they're really flexible. They let me drive whenever I want and go wherever I want a lot of times. Bigger companies, you might be out 2, 3, 4 weeks and home for like a couple of days. So you drive a lot more, you're home less. But there's ups and downs in both. So again, just my personal opinion. Okay, number 3, start with a company. Get started somewhere. And, try not to bounce around. I mean, like any job, it's better to stick with a company. I've been with a few different companies, but I'm not one to talk. I've had a lot of jobs in my life, and I've done great at all of them, but I've kind of moved around and stuff. But in trucking, it's good to get into a company and stay there for a while, because then you have experience, for the next place, or it looks good to have some good experience with one company. But so get into a company and just get started, and you'll, even though you'll learn a lot in CDL school, in trucking school, you'll learn more as you start driving by yourself. And yeah, just get started and start learning. What was number 4? Some ups and downs, just a few quick ones, because I do have another video, and I'm gonna link it in here. It's number 75, and it's so you want to be a trucker. I actually wasn't trucking then. I think I was driving locally or in substitute teaching and stuff, but I just wanted to make a video. I was sitting at a truck stop drinking coffee, and I made a video of what the ups and downs of truck driving and stuff. So there's a lot more information in that one too. So that's number 75 if you want to watch that video after this one. So I'm not going to go into a lot, but just a few ups and downs. Let's start with some downs. It can be really long days. It's hard work. Traffic and weather and waiting to get unloaded and loaded, dealing with shippers and receivers, being away from home and missing out on things with your family. Lots of ups and downs, lots of downs, in that respect. But there's a lot of ups too. It's a very secure job, especially today. There's always need for good truck drivers. You get to work by yourself. You don't have a boss over your head. You get to see the country and go places. And yeah, sometimes you're really close to something, but you don't get to see it. Like I was really close to the Grand Canyon one time, but I never seen it. But you get to see, places in God's beautiful creation all over the country. Drink coffee and drive and listen to music, and it's kind of neat. I mean, yeah, it's hard work, but there's a lot of neat things about it too. And you can bring your family. Most companies let you bring your family with, and my wife went with me last week. It was wonderful. All my kids have went trucking with me, so that's a neat benefit. And me, when I'm not trucking, when I'm not on the road, I'm with my family doing stuff with them. I don't do, I have my woodworking and other things, but I don't do a lot without my family. So if you do it right, it can work. Work hard and be on the road, but when you're home, spend time with your family. So that can be good. Yeah, and it's just the satisfaction of a job well done to take a load across the country, deliver it, and get another load, come back. It's kind of neat. It's kind of a lifestyle, and I enjoy it. It's not my first choice. Again, I want to teach. I want to be home every day with my wife and family, and just be home more. And I want to work in teaching and helping inspire kids and stuff. But I also really love trucking. I like being on the road, and I'm good at it. So it's a good career choice. It really is. So yeah, and number 5, sorry, look at my list here. Why is truck driving a good option in August of 2020? Well, I think it's a really good option right now because of all the ups and downs in the economy and the whole pandemic, the whole virus thing, and it's a really good option right now. A lot of people are losing jobs, a lot of jobs are changing, a lot of people's jobs are on hold. Truck driving, I mean, you can make anywhere from, well, I don't know, 35,000, 40,000 to 100,000, 150,000, depending on how much you want to drive and if you team drive. I could never do that, I don't think, but some people do that and you can make more money doing that. So you can make good money. And again, if you're in a smaller company, it's pretty flexible, and they get, good benefits and everything. So there's a lot of jobs that are just kind of going away and changing right now, but trucking is in full force, especially if you're in reefer. Like flatbed and some other ones, maybe they're slowing down and a little iffy, I'm not sure, but there's always going to be trucking. Even when they have automated trucks, even when more is on whatever other kinds of shipping methods, there's always going to be trucks, and there's so much different kinds of trucking. So it's very secure, especially reefer, because you haul food, and food is in great need. So through this whole pandemic, I've been driving more than ever. So, and it's a good career change. And a lot of you, maybe you're doing something, or you were doing something, this is a nice change, and it's secure, and it's a great option. Again, think about it and make sure it's going to work with your family and for you, or even just try it, and give it a shot. So it's a very secure, good thing right now in 2020 with all the ups and downs. I have a friend, my previous boss, and my cousin, our cousin. They're both going into truck driving. I was kind of shocked at both of them, but it's a good choice, it's a good thing, and they both need a change, and it's really secure. And so yeah, right now in this whole uncertainty times right now, truck driving is a good option. Okay, a couple final thoughts here. If you're going to get into truck driving, be careful. Any kind of driving job, be extra careful. You can't be too careful. And please stay off your phone. Too many people are on their phones, talking, texting, fiddling around with them, whatever. It's not a good idea. And in a car, you've heard there's lots of accidents because of being on your cell phone. It's worse or the same as being drunk. So please stay off your phone. Use your Bluetooth or run your phone through your stereo, that kind of thing. But just be careful. And in a big truck, 80,000 pounds with lots of power and weight, going down the highway can cause a lot of damage. If you're in an accident, you can hurt yourself and other people. So please just be careful. And again, watch my other video, and I'm going to put a link in here for number 70. And it's just me talking and rambling about truck driving. So there's a lot more information in that one too. So, and there's a lot of other great truck driving YouTubers out there who have a lot of other information too. So just wanted to share a few things with you. So yeah. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel, and also click the bell notification there, because then you'll get notifications when I do new videos so you can get them. So again, thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. Watch my other videos. I got over 260 some videos, all different things, all my ramblings in life. And please comment and share and like and all that fun stuff. And yeah, again, thanks so much for watching my videos, and we'll see you next time. Have a wonderful day, and keep on trucking.